Hey, what's happening, YouTube? This is James, and I'm coming at you with a video, a little informative video that I want you to check out. Actually, it's a warning video. You might have seen me on some of the people I'm subscribed with in the comment section under James and Joan Thomas. Well, first of all, what I want to, talk with you about is the distractions we got going on in the black sector of YouTube. It's ridiculous. The things that are happening, and what it's doing is actually keeping us from focusing. Clouding our judgment. We don't see a lot of things when we're distracted, because we're preoccupied on bullshit. Distractions like the enemy coming, telling lies, talking about one of us is blackfishing, blackfishing, for example. And what's really bad when it comes to that situation is that we get another one of ours to validate what the enemy says. That makes it even worse, especially when they always talking about they don't love black us. They against black us and this and that. And then you turn around, black us, referring to the person I'm talking about, turns around and validate the enemy. That's not cool. When you see stuff like that, But we need to do better on that situation right there. I mean, I know that the person that the enemy came and told a lie on was actually just envious and full of hate, as the enemy is about us, because she's actually exposing them for the lowlifes that they are, with the opiate drug situation. Okay, that's all that is. So he had to come in with some words of division and make something seem like something it wasn't. But like I said, again, all it did was divide us as a people. See, we got people that's for the accused, and we got people that's for the validator of the accuser. See, we need to do better than that bullshit. And then we got the scammers. Wow. There's nothing wrong with donations. There's nothing wrong with donations if that's what it's all about. Yeah, you want to donate to another YouTuber, and their cause, and to keep good content coming. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's something wrong with it when that particular YouTuber claims, well, I'm going to throw this event, I'm gonna do this, and I'm going to do that, and all you got to do is send this X amount of money, and then never follow through with it. Now that shit is wrong. And you don't play with nobody's money, because when you play with folks' money, let's just say that you walking a tight wire, barefooted, and things can happen. Things can happen to you. Don't do that. Then we got what's that? Red pill, blue pill bullshit. Oh, boy. I'm thinking that's one of the worst ones right there. You know what I mean? Red pill, blue pill. We living in actual, what we living in, the real world. All that red pill, blue pill shit does is keep the black man and the black woman divided. That's how we became conquered in the first place. This is how we became conquered. See? Divided. We can't be divided with red pill, blue pill bullshit, All it does is drive a wedge and keep a wedge between the black man and the black woman. And in an environment like this, at this time and age, where we're coming up on the end of this age and the birth of a new one, there's going to be some changes made. Ain't going to be no red pill, blue pill shit. So, for all the ones that's thinking that's what it's all about, you better check your perimeter and reevaluate what's going on in your lives and in your minds. See? That's what that boils down to. And then you got other distractions, government shutdowns. You got power grid attacks, threats like that. Something to keep you always, kind of distracted and somewhat worried about. And it's something to be concerned about that, because even if something like that were to happen, you would have to have, means for survival. You would have to survive, and a lot of us we're not ready for that. Let's face it. I mean, how many of us has got food, water, and whatever our houses need, you know what I mean, to run off of? How many of us got that all together? You know what I mean? I know myself, I need to do better at getting these things collected, as far as food, water, and whatever you need, means of survival. See? But enough of that. But what I want to get into now is the movie Bird Box. The movie Bird Box. Interesting movie. Very interesting movie. Matter of fact, without giving too much of it away, other than the push for interracial getting together and dating. I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? I know what they're pushing and the reason why they're pushing that shit, because that's what keeps them in. But it's not going to work. But in the movie, it was these invisible entities. And I'm going to tell you what these invisible entities were. They were actual demons. And the way they had it was like, if you look upon these things, this is without giving too much of the movie away. Then my wife looked at it just the other day and checked it out. And if you look at these invisible entities, some kind of way they can lock your eyesight in where they can make you see them. You're getting into you to just kill yourself. That's not the way it's going to happen. That is not the way it's going to happen. See, the way that is going to happen, and I'm going to tell you the way it's going to happen. The way it's going to happen is like this. First of all, I know there's a lot of people that happens to be against the word of the Most High. I don't care about that, because before it's all said and done, you will cry out to him. Atheists, you know what I mean? Whatever you are, you know what I mean? You just don't believe. You're going to cry out to him to be saved. Trust me. I can guarantee you that. But first of all, this brings me, at this point, I'm going to just go ahead and explain to you what you see on the screen right here. Now, what you see is a collaboration of actual faces of what I believe to be demons. I'm going to just call it like that. These are actually the things that didn't survive the flood that the Most High sent to wash them away. These were very, very evil things. I mean, I'm telling you, they have no love in their heart for humanity whatsoever. And what it is that they are around us day and night. They've been floating in the air just wondering. You understand? I mean, ever since that happened, the flood happened to kill them. They've been actually existing spiritually, and that's the reason why they call them demons. Okay, when you hear about stuff like mothers putting their babies in the oven and cooking them and just come out of nowhere doing stuff like that, or somebody beating their mother to death and chopping their heads off and all that crazy stuff, 9 times out of 10, these things were the main culprit that got into that person to make them do it. It was this, what you looking at, things that looks like this. And like I said, they everywhere now, and they are engraving themselves in every element on this planet. Every element, every surface. They hover in the air. You know, I can see them. God has given me the gift of sight. And I see them. And I take pictures of them. They in the trees. They out in the air, in the sky. They're in bushes. They're on the ground. They're everywhere. And they are in our homes. They are in our homes. And, okay, the very least thing they can do now, if God has not sent his protecting angels to shield you from them being able to get to you, to cause you to harm yourself or harm somebody else. The very things that they can do now is get the people that don't have God's, the Most High, however way you want to call them, shield around them. And there's a lot of them that don't. This is the reason why you hear so much evil and all that that's going on. But what it is with them, going back to the movie Bird Box, when these things get their bodies back, and the government is working on that now, okay? The government is working on it. They're working on bringing them back. It says in the Bible, as in the day of Noah, so shall it be in the end. About these things right here. They will be back. I'm talking about physically as well. But when they come back, it ain't going to be no, like had the movie had, if you look on them, you're going to kill yourself. No, they're going to kill you. They're going to eat you. You know, there's some Bible scriptures that pretty much says that. It says, first of all, in the Luke chapter 21, verses 25 and 26. 25 says, signs, you know, and wonders in the air. Well, I have pictures of these things in the air, and I'm going to show them to you once we get into pictures, you know. And it also says in verse 26, men's heart falling faint or growing faint, however way it says, something like that, after looking at what's coming up on the earth. Well, let me tell you this. If you looking at this, which I know you can see this particular face, there's a collaboration of faces because that's how they hang out. But the one in the middle, the one prominent one that looks like a devil, him. Well, let me tell you this. You can see that face right there, and I can guarantee you, if you were to see that face right there in person, up close, it could possibly scare you to death. In other words, give you a heart attack. That's how frightening these evil things are. They're that frightening. And not only that, just the sound of their voices and the way they do and everything, you know. But yeah, they're going to be the ones to come back. And basically what I think the Most High is doing is using them for his judgment against the wicked. Because it says that the wicked will be trampled underfoot. What can trample somebody underfoot? You know, when you trample somebody, it means, other words, something bigger than you. You know, there's something bigger than you that's going to trample you underfoot. What could that be? A giant. And that's what these things were, monstrous giants, you know. So if this is scaring you, I know a lot of people, you know, would say, first of all, they would say stuff like, when I talk about these things, you know, to some people I know, first thing is that when I show them the picture, well, I don't want to see nothing like this. I don't want to see nothing like that. They think just because they don't see it, they don't know anything about it, it won't affect them. But I'm telling you, it will affect you for not knowing. But the thing is, if you know about it, you can prepare for dealing with it if you have to. And that is getting on accord with the Most High and repent and have him where he can put his shield up around you so you don't have to deal with these things right here. See? It says right here in Psalms, the evil does slay the wrong, which is slay the wicked. And those who hate the righteous are guilty. In other words, anybody that has a lot of hate and envy against the righteous and do a lot of evil, wrong things to the righteous. You understand what I mean? The Most High will use these monsters to kill them. That's what they come in here for. That's what it's all about. The Most High is going to leave them to them. This is scripture. This is prophecy right here. It said that's what they're going to do. That's what they're coming to do. So for all these little police, high-profile police murders, because it's not killing, it's murder, straight up murder, shooting unarmed black people and all that. They think they're doing something, getting away with it. You know what I mean? Even when the courts find them not guilty, and hell is plain to see on camera that these bastards are guilty. You can see it. Then they walk they stinking ass around. I don't even want to get started on that, but I'm saying this. These things right here will deal with them. It ain't going to be nice. Now, like I'm saying is this. If I'm scaring you, no, I'm only here to warn you. I'm just like Noah when Noah was warning the people about God was going to send a flood to snuff these things out. And y'all better get ready for it. You see? But and for them to build an ark. All the while he was building that ark, they dumbasses was standing around laughing and talking about he was crazy. But when that rain came, you understand? I mean, they seen it was raining 40 days and 40 nights, what have you, however long it was. When that rain started coming and they seen the things, them giants and stuff dying around them and flooding, and they was wondering, they trying to knock down the doors, trying to get in the ark. But they never got in. They died right along with them monsters. See? That's what happened. So if I'm scaring you, I hope that I am. I hope the hell I am scaring you. See? Because you need to get, for the ones that ain't, because I know there's a lot of us that is in with the Lord, the Most High. See? I know that. I'm talking to the ones that's not. The ones that, just walking foul, and walking wide, along with the enemy. See? This is what it's coming down to. So I'm gonna show y'all some more of these little pictures right here. Let's get into some more pics. Let me bring this one up a little closer. You can see that. As you can see, I was at work and I was standing on the dock and I happened to look out across. There's, the field, and over there is just a lot of trees and stuff. And I seen them. You can see, I can see them. And it was just up there in them trees looking just like that. Of course, I tripped out, because, when you see shit, man, you be like, wow, But yeah, let me see if I can get some more. Y'all bear with me because I'm trying to get, okay, let's do this one. Okay, let me see. This one was when I was, again, out and everything, out and about. And I look up, I watch stuff. I look around, okay? And this reminds me of, Luke chapter 21, verse 25. Signs and wonders in the air. Look at that. You see that giant ass face right there? And the thing is with them, where there's one, there's others. There's many. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, if you see one of them, you're going to see the other. There's another one up right here. There's another one. See, he's looking off to the, I guess, right from my angle. Here's another one. Just right there in the clouds, just looking. You know, and like I said, their faces are like a collaboration, you know, of all kinds of, other faces. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not the only one that can see these things. If you think these pictures are fake, the best thing I can tell you to do to prove to you that I'm not putting you on and I'm not lying to you, and that is to go and get your own cell phone and take pictures for yourself. You know, again, I was sitting at the traffic light and happened to look up, you know, and I showed my wife, you know, I said, look, check that out. You know, she didn't see it. But when I snapped the picture, voila, look at that. Peeping in the clouds. Now, mind you, I'm going to tell you this, before you may get upset or whatever, just keep in mind that some of these things, wherever evil is, there are angels as well to guard you against evil. But you have to be, under the Most High's wing. You have to be. In the name of Yahushua. And don't you let nobody tell you that the one they call Jesus, which is actually named Yahushua, never existed. Don't ever believe that. That's a lie that the enemy wants you to believe. See, because if you believe that, then you know what? You damned. You doomed. Here's another one over here. These are giants. The souls of giants. And you can just look at them and tell. You know? Let me go some more. Now, here's let me show you this other one in the air here. As you can see, this one. Again, I was at work looking up over the dock. And I happened to look. And voila, look at that. Look at them peeping out of the clouds. I think it's amazing, you know, because never in my life, I never thought I'd see anything like this. You know, I'm not afraid, but it's like, and there's another one right there, see him? But this shit can be startling. We look up and see things like this. You know? I gotta hurry up because I'm kind of running out of time. This bad boy right here. As y'all can see, I know y'all familiar with the Elder. I was watching the Elder one day, one of his videos. But, you know, as I was looking, I seen this right here on the side of my refrigerator. Just staring out. Just looking out. And it'd be like different faces in there. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this too. Don't think that this is just something that's affecting me. I can guarantee you it's affecting you too. They everywhere. I've taken pictures, you know, over relatives, you know, house. I've taken pictures, you know, even in gas stations. I mean, everywhere. And, you know, you can see them. Here's another one. He's bearded like. He has a beard. Then you got this, whatever this one is right here, looking on. But he's kind of bearded like. But here's his eyes, his nose, rest of his face. He looked like what the ones they were used to call like the black-haired giants. This is another one I seen in the carpets. You know, and my phone is a little bit dark. I hope y'all can see him. You know, but yeah, hopefully you can see him. You look closer. There's an eye right there, and there's an eye right here, and nose, and his entire face. Just staring. You know, they waiting for the moment that they get the okay that they can re-inhabit new bodies and come back here, and all hell is really going to definitely break loose. This is what they're waiting on. I took this picture standing in my door across, you know, of my neighbor's backyard across the street from where I live. because then I could see him. This is what I was saying. Because I take a lot of pictures because I be want to show my wife, you know, what's going on. And you can see him. And you can see these two eyes right here looking. You know? And let me see this one. Okay. There's another one. Let me see if I can bring it in close. Okay, see? He's looking down over the street. Here's his eyes and his big face right here. And some of them look like, you can tell they look like man and animal mixed. See, this is how I know the word of the Bible, the Most High, is the truth. See, because when those fallen angels came down here, they made these things. You know what I mean? They took 200 animals of different, you know, each kind. Like, for example, 200 wolves, 200 bears, you know, etc. And they spliced their seed however way they did it, you know. With these things, they made these monsters. That's what they did. This is one, over here you can see the one with the lighter, like aura. And here's another one that's more like a Sasquatch. And by the way, those things are still here too. See, when the Most High sent the flood, a lot of them went underground to avoid being drowned. Until, you know, it cleared. They went underground. And that's where you can find a lot of Bigfoots, what we call Sasquatch to this day. You know. He was in the side of my refrigerator. I get a lot of that. You know. Let me see here. I'm about coming up on the end because I'm running out of time. But I really want y'all to pretty much grasp from where I'm coming from, because this ain't, yeah, you know, you need to be aware of this. Now, this one right here is also across the street from my neighbors. And if you look at this right here, you can see this giant face right here and his shoulders, you know, just staring out, staring over here. And then you see this one under here. I took this through my screen door, you know. Y'all make sure y'all get right. For the ones, I'm talking to the ones that think the Most High ain't right, ain't real. Y'all make sure y'all get right with the Most High. I'm serious. Straight up. Don't waste time. This is another one I caught peeping through some kind of dimension, some kind of through my refrigerator. You can see his face. Real easy, like. Look at that. You see the eye? See that? His nose? See? I've seen a lot of different ones, you know, showing themselves in my refrigerator. On the side of my refrigerator. There's another one. He looks like some kind of serpent spirit. And like I said, I know a lot of y'all ain't ready for, seeing stuff like this. But y'all see everything else. Y'all big girls and boys, y'all can handle this. Y'all can handle it. See, the thing is, like I said about our people, we the first to be affected by shit, but the last to know about it first. You see? That ain't cool. Let me see if y'all can see that. There's another one. I took this picture right here at work. And as you can see, this monster. You can see him. Like I said, where you see one, you see a lot more. That's the reason why in the Bible, one of those scriptures, it said, one of them said, who are you? He said, I am legion. We are many. That's what I pretty much know. They what you call the demons. See, the Most High never suffered them to come to heaven because ain't no place in them for heaven. They left them right here. Because when this place is all done with, this place is going to burn. This is going to burn. And it's going to start over anew. And they're going to burn with it. There's another one. There's, you know, you can see him in the refrigerator. And then right below here, you see this. Some of them look like, you know, monkeys. Mixed like King Kong type, you know, things. And a lot of them took themselves out fighting one another. Because they had wars and stuff like that. And giants and all that kind of stuff. Fighting each other. And I can tell you, the way it looked was like, imagine, you know, like movies we used to watch, King Kong versus Godzilla. You wouldn't want to be around no shit like that. I wouldn't. Now, I seen these in my stove. You know, this is what happened when you don't clean your oven. Well, you know, I clean my oven door on the inside. I was going to clean it. Then look down there and seen these right here. They're in yours too. So clean your oven doors. You know. See that? Look at them. Look at that. Hanging around everywhere. So see, white supremacy is the least white wannabe supremacy. Because ain't nothing supreme about them motherfuckers. And don't ever let nobody tell y'all it is. But it's the least of our worries, okay? And this pretty much concludes. I'm coming up. Wait, let me get this. I think I got enough time. It's kind of dark. Again, this is, you know, across the street. My neighbors, they be having a lot. I had even deeper pictures than this until, was it? Updates messed my phone up, my picture quality up. Now you can see this devil right here. You can see this one over here too. Him. Real hideous, evil looking being. Look at that. Look. Check him out. See? Look at that. Everything. They are not this is not the devil. This is the kind of what he came and he made. The fallen angels made.